Hi, I'm DK Will. This is DK Will Talk About It. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about AMP. I'm going to hopefully help my audience see that I still believe in AMP. I still think it's a wise investment for the future. Remembering that I am not a financial advisor, I'm not a legal representative, I'm not a religious leader, although I may touch on all three of those things. Because see, DK will talk about it. But we can all talk about what we want to talk about. And today I want to talk about AMP. I might promote a few things, a few links that are on my channel and on my page, and probably at the bottom of this video. I ask that if you like what I do here, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you a dime. It helps the algorithms for YouTube, and it gets me promoted a little bit more. Speaking of promotion, I've watched some of my older videos from my content page, and I noticed that YouTube was advertising before my videos. And I mean, I guess that's okay, but I'm not monetized. Kind of like feel like I'm getting raped by them advertising in front of my videos and not paying me anything for it, but I guess I got to earn it. And I can earn it when you help me out with a like and a subscribe. So I hope you do that. Like I said, I'm going to talk about AMP, but of course I'm not going to talk about anything until I do our 5-minute intro. So let's get that intro going.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.
I said 5-minute intro, but it's actually a 5-second intro. I want to thank you. Here we go. AMP. Let's take money to the 21st century. And I'm going to talk about AMP because I want people to continue to believe in AMP. I think AMP is an opportunity very much like Bitcoin was when you could get Bitcoin for pennies on the dollar. Okay, and so one thing I noticed when I visited their site recently, just to do a little digging, I did so maybe about a month or so ago, I was pleased to see that when it came to meeting our friends and collaborators, from staking payments on Flexa to providing stability through liquidity, the AMP ecosystem offers many ways to use and earn AMP today. Well, the AMP ecosystem has grown. As you could see, there's Flexa Network, which we know Flexa Network has, is in the beginning. We have Consensus, Coinbase, Gemini, Bittrex, and Polynex. But folks, AMP continues to grow. And if you'll notice, it just kept getting bigger. And I saw that and I thought, wow, I don't remember seeing that much. Now, some of our exchanges and some of them do other things. The point is exactly what they say on the website. Friends and collaborators. The ecosystem is growing quietly behind the scenes. And that's where you make your money, folks. And how do you know you're going to make money? Well, you usually make money when you follow the money. Well, you probably heard this news, but for the purpose of this video, Grayscale removes a couple of coins from its DeFi funds. Okay, that's interesting. What's that got to do with AMP? It's 7th January. That's 7th January. What that has to do with AMP was Grayscale's DeFi's funds weighting was rebalanced with the addition of AMP. So it removed Bancor and UMA, and it replaced it, or rebalanced it, not necessarily replaced it, with AMP. Do we really want to think that Grayscale is investing in a dud? Or Grayscale is investing in a coin that will 99% disappear, as Brad Garlinghouse said? AMP's going to disappear with it? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. It says here, according to Grayscale's announcement, the rebalancing process is to include AMP with a Grayscale investment vehicle. Using its native token, Flexa can collateralize crypto payments and engage in fiat settlements. Thus, merchants and others can quickly receive cryptocurrencies without delays. Significance of Grayscale rebalancing process. Following this second rebalancing process, the addition of AMP brings the number of crypto assets within the Grayscale DeFi fund to 9 in the DeFi ecosystem. And the newly added AMP takes up 7.39% of the fund's weight. That's pretty hefty size. When you have 9 only in DeFi, and there's a total of more than 9 coins altogether, I believe. But that's not the point. The point is, they don't invest to lose. and neither should we. And see, AMP solves a problem. And I'll tell you what I think of it. Walmart, Target, Kohl's, pick your next store underneath. I can't say Sears, they're gone. JCPenney, they're kind of falling apart. Kmart, been dead, but you get my point, right? Walmart, Target, Kohl's. I'm going to go with Kohl's. To me, that's just like saying XRP, XLM, Stellar, AMP, XRP, cross-border, XLM, international big commerce, AMP, retail commerce. That's why I think AMP is a quiet little secret, and Grayscale knows. Forgive the dog. It says here AMP is having a rough start in 2022, but that shouldn't last, and I agree with Chris. It shouldn't last, and I don't believe it will last. This is a bloody market for everyone right now, and for me, quite honestly, bloody market means invest more. And for the record, I did get more AMP, and I recommend others do. It's a blue light special, folks. Take advantage of it. People see all that red, and when you see that red, you should see green, and when you see all that green, you should see red. The key is to buy low and to sell high. So when you see low, as we see now on the red markets, it's time to buy. And when you see green, it's time to pick your exit point and sell. Okay, let's read the story. This is the first time I'm writing about the cryptocurrency AMP. Okay, we're going to notice who he wrote about before too. I have to say that even as someone who is staying out of the crypto markets, I'm intrigued. The reason it has piqued my interest is that AMP's core objective is to solve a problem. Listen, does that sound familiar to the AMP, to the XRP army? AMP seeks to solve the insecurity that lenders have about ensuring the transactions made with cryptocurrencies will be paid in a timely fashion in the currency of their choice. See, AMP does it instantaneously. It acts as a bridge currency. Do we know of anyone else that acts as a bridge currency? Of course we do. Here, AMP has a defined use case. When I first wrote about Ripple, XRP USD, aren't we talking about AMP? No, but when I first wrote about who? Ripple. I remarked that the underlying technology excited me more than the actual token. Ripple was created to let cryptocurrencies solve the barrier to cross-currency transactions. According to CoinDesk, AMP allows users to provide AMP tokens as collateral for transactions on the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrency networks. Agnostic. You see that? Other crypto networks. If transactions take too long to process or are unsuccessful, AMP tokens are liquidated to cover the costs so that the receiving party still gets paid. Removes the insecurity and makes the transfer of value happen. In market speaking, that provides a value beyond price. And that's something I can get behind. This gentleman also tied it to Ripple. Continuing on. Essentially, AMP is helping to overcome a fundamental limitation of blockchain networks like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Because they are global, distributed systems, validating transactions can take more time than users would like and more money than users would like. Because the networks have limited space, users may need to pay an extra fee known as a gas fee to have their transaction prioritized. But AMP serves as collateral, allowing users to avoid paying these fees. And because AMP is considered a secure method of payment, users can assume the transaction goes through instantly. I apologize for the dog. I'm not going to pretend that I understand all the technical ins and outs of it, but I'll take the creator's words for it. Logically, anything that takes away the uncertainty surrounding cryptocurrency transactions is good for cryptocurrency in general, and that's what AMP provides. AMP has something that other cryptos, particularly some altcoins, seem to lack. That something is a utility that for now isn't easy to duplicate. And I'm going to stop there because what I'm also aware is that AMP's technology using the Flex network with their collaboration with NCR. There's a video back there. I did a playlist. Check it out. It doesn't even require additional hardware. It integrates with current software. It's almost just a matter of choice to use AMP. Excuse me. AMP is a bridge and perhaps much more. For now, AMP seems to be focused on the debt side of the transaction level. However, there could be real possibilities for the currency if it starts to facilitate a cryptocurrency credit market. Folks, it's a DeFi token. That's another intriguing consideration, and it does seem like AMP is a bridge to something else. To me, it's a dirty little secret. But until that something else exists, this is one token that's likely to move higher. At some point in every article I write about cryptocurrency, I make it a point to mention that this remains a highly volatile asset class and the prices decline. Well, all the prices have declined. We're going to stop there because we're not looking for his financial advice, but we are looking for his insight, being an outside observer of the value of AMP. It doesn't stop there. I have other articles that talk about AMP too, one of which says that it seems like it's set to move higher. Now, I don't make any promises on price, folks, but I wholeheartedly believe that AMP token is a steal right now, figuratively speaking. This person goes on to say, where are we at here? For the past 3 months or so, AMP has been forming a base, as they say in trading circles. The polite way of saying the crypto's currency is dropped and nearing a low point. It gives examples. AMP's standout features that can push it higher. Well, we're going to look into AMP's standout features that can push it higher. Here's a standout feature, one that I'm trying to figure out how to take advantage of without tying in the inappropriate wallets. AMP crypto holders can stake their AMP as a guarantee or collateral for a transaction and receive a fee. Passive income, folks. The crypto can be liquidated as a collateral give up if a transaction takes too long or is unsuccessful. And that way, the receiving party still gets paid from the collateral for the transaction. AMP was built through close collaboration and partnership between Flexa, a payment company, and Consensus, a Web3 developer. Web3 refers to decentralized internet system or platform built on a public or decentralized blockchain ledger technology. It is slowly gaining in popularity. Actually, it's rapidly gaining in popularity, and they're trying to keep it a secret, and I'm trying to blow their secret. And I'm trying to say, folks, get you some AMP. Get you some AMP. It says, obviously, this platform is just getting off the ground. Isn't that the best place to start? The ground floor. All up potential. If you'll recall when we started this, all the collaborators that are pushing it, all the new exchanges that are listing it. So isn't that the place to be? Is on the ground floor? I think so. Okay, this video is taking longer than I wanted it to take. So I'm going to stop here. And I'm going to do another video. Because I don't want to do 20-minute videos. So, I'm going to finish it with this. Another major reason that AMP crypto could do well in the long run is the fixed supply of its cryptocurrency. As the Motley Fool points out, this fixed supply, like Bitcoin, will never issue more than a set number of tokens. So long-term investors in this space who want to pay attention to AMP crypto now as it is on its knees, down over 70% from its peak, it could provide a very favorable entry point for those willing to hold the crypto for the long term. I'll follow up with more in another video. I'm DK Will. This is DK Will Talk About It. I've talked about it. Have a wonderful day.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.